What's up, everybody? It's your girl Mo, and we are here for, I call it a full circle moment. Like earlier today, when I was getting my hair done, I feel like we're in a year right now where we're seeing everything kind of get pieced together and we're getting what we deserve, per se. So I pulled a couple cards out, and the first cards that I pulled out is very interesting. It gives someone going through like a very dark moment, a very dark time. A lot of you know my story. So, like depression, major loss, whether that's people, jobs, finances, life changing, traumatic experience, right? So, that's what I see with this person here. Next, I see a lot of like being involved in things, like being in community with people, being in a place of service. So that could be the type of job that you have, helping other people, being around a lot of other people, caring for other people, being in the space of people that need to be cared for, and then making a certain oath to yourself or some type of, you know what, I'm going to end up being this type of person, and the vision is coming in very clear here. So, and you'll see a lot of that. You see that collectively. There's a lot of people building like communities, starting businesses, starting nonprofits, looking for connection and pretty much like a family. So, unfortunately, you will see a couple cults. You know me. You know me. I like to get into the psychological aspect of things, but you're going to see more of that because of where the times are right now with the world. Only thing that I encourage you guys to do with the moon card here is be open to dreaming, be open to seeing something like a challenge and taking that in consideration as far as like that must mean I need to advance my life or do something different, with my life, and seek the clarity that you need to achieve that. With the Ace of Cups here, this means having the conversation, addressing the emotion, addressing what the thing is inside of you so you can start feeling more fulfilled and not having to go back into this depressive state. Somebody could have been recently, or even now, just like crying. I see like crying, very red cheeks. So your cheeks could be very red, or they've been swelling up lately. Um, the biggest challenge here that I see after this Ace of Cups is the Four of Cups. So it's like not knowing the resources, not knowing who to talk to, not knowing what to do. That's natural. That's we all go through that. Um, Learn your values. Who are you? What do you like to do? What do you not like to do? Right? Because you need to know what your boundaries are, what you need to stay away from. Who who are you? Who are you trying to become? That can also lead you there. The parts about you that you're looking forward to. You need to place yourself. You got to put yourself in different places. You're going to have to do different things. You're literally going to have to transform your mind, your body, and your soul. So you got to be willing to take those, like I said, those challenges, those I don't knows, and let those lead you to the places where you need to be. It's just that time. Creating short-term goals. It's good to journal these things down, talk about it with other people, look up resources. With the Six of Swords here, letting things go is there's just some things that you're not going to be able to hold on to anymore. There's certain narratives, people, um, ways of thinking. You're gonna have to let that go in order to get to the other side. But that is also a process. And then really tapping into prayer, really seeking encouragement, insight, confidence, going to your ancestors, going to God, and asking God to get you through this next journey of your life because that is very necessary. You need to stay spiritually inclined to a source that's going to get you through. Um, and I'm doing this because, of course, you got the Fool in reverse. You're going to have to let some shit go. I mean, some people. Really, you're gonna have to let If they not with it, if they look like they're not trying to go that route, you have to be like, okay, cool. It's just not it. Sorry, my nose is itching. This came from outside. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. It's a victory lap. It's called a victory lap for a reason. Like, you have to be able, your results are going to come from the trials and tribulations that you are able to tumble through. There's going to be some. It's just not going to be easy. It's just not going to work like that. It's just not. I'm sorry. It tells you that in the Bible, babe. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Because it's hard. It's hard. You will be celebrated here. You will have moments where you're like, okay, I see why I deserve this. I see why I needed this. And then you're gonna fall right back off balance again because of the fact. What's that song? Like, baby, hustlers don't stop. They keep going. Yeah. That. You're gonna have to keep going. Keep going through that process here. Right here, if there's anybody who has like a tattoo, scar, birthmark, this message is for you specifically. This is for when you are imbalanced or you feel I don't know why I keep getting out of pocket. Like, you kind of feel off. You feel like you need to get like substances or like feel a void pretty much. When you feel like that, you need to find a routine, but you also need to acknowledge that you probably feel that way because you need to level up. That's it. It's just time to level up. Yeah. The Magician card. I really don't need to pull anymore. And the Magician card is the #1 card. So, like, if any of you have been around me or just in the collective in general, we've been seeing a lot of ones. Ones have been taking over our entire world lately. And it really means it's time to start some things. It's time to start going after the things that you say that you want for yourself. Not what your mama want, not what your daddy want, not what your peers want, not what you want for yourself. Okay? Amen. Gotta get amen, amen, amen. I get that it's scary. And I also get that it's not believable. Like, ain't no way there's something like this waiting for me on the other side of my pain, at the other side of my addiction, at the other side of my anger, my resentment, right? There's no such way this is waiting for me on the other side. And it is. You deserve it. You deserve it after all the work that you put in, all the work that you've gone through, you know. And I know I'm saying this to myself. It's been a long time since I've, sat down and made one of these videos. And those of you that follow me know that. And I was wondering when this time will come where I would talk to y'all. And I knew it was going to have to be at a time where I would have to say these things to myself. And I'm glad it's now. I'm glad that the time is now. I feel like, once again, all of this is for the people who have been putting in the work, who have been realizing how much they love God, who is allowing God to use them to maneuver through those trials and tribulations of life, right? Like, this is it. This is the time. I'm so proud of you, though. You may not hear that often, but you deserved all of this. Every last bit of it, you deserved it all. Because you worked really hard for that. Okay? So, not much I have to say here, other than to highlight the key things that we talked about. Continue to build community. Be okay with losing people. Be okay with setting boundaries. The people you hang out with at 9 p.m., it's going to be different. The people you talk to during the day, it might be different. But it's going to be better for you. How you spend your time is going to be better for you. Okay? So be open to building community, new community, or just stronger relationships with people in general. Maybe there's some places that need to be revisited and just, built stronger. Be open to that. Be open to having the conversation. The conversation about seeking the resources, seeking your values, seeking like all that. Be open to that. Get a therapist. Book a reading. I'm going to tell you to book a therapist after you talk to me. So I'm pretty much going to tell you this, and then I'm going to tell you to get a therapist to kind of highlight those things. So proceed with caution. Write those goals down. As you begin to get the resources, the knowledge, the things, write it down. Let the things go. The things that aren't working, let it go. Release. It's going to show up and it's going to happen the way that it's supposed to. What you need to do right now is just enjoy the journey. Be prepared to be celebrated for all your hard work. Recognize where you've been doing your goodness, your greatness at. Recognize that. Know when you're off balance and know how to fill that cup back up and know how to replace that with tools and sources that's going to keep you leveled so you can keep going. Because this right here, this is just the beginning. That's why you're seeing those wands. It's like, go ahead. The portal is open for you to manifest right now and to pursue the things that you said you're going to do. But this is just the beginning, baby. You still got time for the next thing. So you gotta keep the foot on the gas. Y'all don't pay me enough, bitch. Take that. Once again, my name is Mo, and I appreciate you all so much, and I'll talk to you next time.